In this video, I will discuss general safety guidelines for the proper storage and use of our dust formulation. Dust formulations have been around for a long time. The good news is that they are ready to use, which means they contain little active ingredient. That being said, there are some guidelines for the proper use and storage of this pesticide formulation. As the name implies, dust formulations are typically light and powdery, much like baby powder or a cooking flour, and most dusts can get airborne easily. Typically, these formulations are packaged in bags or plastic jars and should be stored up high, away from children and pets where it's nice and dry. Dust formulations are fairly stable and can last for long periods of time if stored properly. Since dusts are usually applied to attics, crawl spaces, or wall voids, it's always smart to do some pre-application preparation so the area being treated is ready to accept the dust without making a mess. It's also wise to be dressed appropriately before you start to work. Though no safety equipment is required, wearing a dust mask or a respirator is suggested. Since safety glasses won't help much, if eye protection is critical, be sure to wear seal-type goggles that fit tight and snug. And though gloves aren't important since you shouldn't be contacting the material being applied, we always recommend using surgical gloves or some type of work glove. This will allow you to go about your business of treating without cause for interruption should you get some dust on your skin. As always, be sure to keep children and pets away from where the application is about to be done. When treating attics or crawl spaces, remove stored boxes and other items prior to the treatment or seal them up in a plastic bag or some other protective cover. In most cases, over-applied dust can be cleaned up with soap and water or vacuumed. But such cleanups are time-consuming, and it's always best to be sure by removing anything valuable in the attic or crawl space about to be treated if you intend on dusting the entire area. When dusting wall voids or other spaces through small entry holes, items around you out in the open should be okay as long as you treat the space properly and don't make a mess. Treating with dusts is unique in that most applications are done in the area of the home where people don't commonly occupy. Once the treatment is done, any spilled material in the living area can be vacuumed away or cleaned up with soap and water. Allow treated attics or crawl spaces to settle for 30 minutes or more before re-entering. When done properly, there should be no evidence of the treatment in living areas and therefore no exposure to people or pets. In summary, the use of any dust in the home for treating wall voids, attics, or crawl spaces can be done safely. Be sure to store unused dust in cabinets where it can be kept dry and out of reach from children and pets. Be sure to keep pets and kids away from the area you are treating during the application process. Once applied in the area allowed to ventilate for 30 minutes or more, people and pets can re-enter without worry or concern when applications are done properly. As always, consult the label of any product you're about to use to ensure safe handling. And if you have any questions regarding its use or storage, please call us at 1-800-877-7290. Thanks for watching.